You subscribe to the channel for more daily uploads? And you followed me on Twitch? Who do you think you are? There we go. That's better. What's up, world? How we doing? I think I'm just gonna go get a survey land here. Probably the blue-red one, because I have double white in hand already. So I can pending for 3 if I need to. Ah, it's Living End. Not cool. Not cool at all. It's been a lot of Living End. What's up, Tej? How we doing, homie? It's not Jogmoth. Nor do I think it's a very good deck. I made a lot of changes last second, and I didn't get enough time to, like, fully change everything. I'm not sure what we're gambling with in Vintage. I haven't decided yet. Alright, I'm just gonna get the blue-white Surveil. See what we can drop in the graveyard. Scalding Tarn. Don't want. Stoneforge Mystic. I guess I'm getting a Cryptic Cloak. Not thrilled about it, though. Depending on what they cycle, Solitude Ephemerate might be really good here. Another Ent. I think I'm going to do that on upkeep if they end up casting, like, Shardless Agent here. Teferi. VO. Force Negation. Yep. I was thinking about upkeep Solitude with Ephemerate, because then if they subtlety me, I just draw the Solitude for draw step. That's not too bad for me. Alright, we're gonna Solitude, pitch Prismatic Ending. They're probably gonna take Ephemerate. It's like the strongest card in my hand. They might take second Stoneforge Mystic, but I think they're gonna take Ephemerate. Maybe this deck would benefit from more spell pierces. I'm just playing 4 counterspells right now over Reprieve. I also have 2 Tidebinders that are good draws. So we got some live ones here. I'm pretty dead if they just, like, have a Cascader, though. Unless I'm gonna leave a Cryptic Coat / Tidebinder. It's a very good draw. As long as they don't have subtlety. I also gotta be careful because if I activate Stoneforge Mystic and put Cryptic Coat into play while I have 3 lands, they might Violent Outburst. Then I pretty much lose this game on the spot, so I gotta be kinda strategic here. Yeah, I don't think I'm activating. I think we're gonna play the staring game for a little bit here. Okay, maybe smart. Stifle Prey. Next turn I can drop this Cryptic Coat into play. Assuming they don't have another Cascader, of course. I can go grab Kaldra and stick that into play as well. That might be better. It's faster clock. It wouldn't have another Violent Outburst, right? Surely. So I'm gonna bring back 2 Solitudes. I don't think it's gonna be good enough. Subtlety. I'm gonna put this on the bottom, I think. Otherwise, it's gonna get Cryptic Coated. Which is not the best thing to be Cryptic Coated. Oh, is this Grief? Or are we casting Living End the hard way? Suspends Living End, okay. I think I can kill them quickly enough. Counterspell, Smoge. Alright, I gotta dodge Cascader. Very fast clock, though. Puts him down to 4. Scoop. I didn't have time to take out these Sanctifiers, unfortunately. I wanted to take them out, though, because I don't think they're very good. Not an optimal list, unfortunately. I want to play more Tidebinders in the sideboard. I don't think I want either of the swords here. Spell Snare gotta go. I was like, there's one dead card in the matchup, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It's Spell Snare. We're gonna look at vintage deck lists after this as well. And play some Bant Stoneblade between rounds. I literally registered with this challenge when I had 0 seconds left. I'm not even sure how I made it. We take those, though. We take those. One Loquacious over Voltage. Lord forgive me, but I'm gonna keep. What could go wrong? You open 3 Leyline in the Guild Pact. Is it really worth it to try to play in Modern right now? I think it's very powerful in Modern. It's just another one of the many, like, broken synergies in the format, so kind of hard to go wrong with it, right? I think I'm getting Blue-White Surveil. Shock this in, hold up Counterspell for the rest of the time. Yeah, just get, like, second Temple Garden, or second Hallowed Fountain, rather. I don't know. I'm gonna get the Archive. That might cost me. I'm just gonna start surveilling. If they grief me, I'm dead. If they have Force Negation backup, I'm dead. A lot of ways this goes poorly for me. Okay. Damn you, Snapcaster. I concede. Okay, well, good news is there's a lot of better hands we can keep than that. I got greedy. I was like, 1 piece of permission is good enough. In reality, I probably need like 2 or 3. With Teferi, Subtlety, Chalice, Counterspell, Tidebinder. I don't think I need to keep mediocre hands. I think I could probably mulligan for something good. I actually don't know what the standard promo is. Wasn't there like Dothy or something? I don't know. There's so many promos. It's hard to keep up with. It snowed heavily last night, Jet. Pretty heavily. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's a spicy hand. Come at me, opponent. See what happens. Honestly, I'll take a second Tef. It pitches to Subtlety and Solitude. So if they go to grief me, I'm definitely going to Subtlety them. Yes, probably Surveil again. Depends on what they cast. If they cast something counterspellable, I'll probably counterspell it. Alright, I'm jamming Teferi with Subtlety backup. If they Subtlety it, it's not going to be good enough. If they force a negation it, I gotta pray they don't have a Cascader. Okay, here's my Teferi. Force negation, pit Subtlety. I mean, if the last two cards are land Cascader, I'm dead. Well, not dead. I guess I can beat this. Land pass. So they're going to be on the hard cast plan now. I don't have a very good answer to the fairy once it sticks. Stomping ground. Depth. Their Order War is already in place, so I don't have to worry about it. I think that's their best answer to Teferi. It might have like Brazen Borrower, I guess. Pass. Only up on this Tef train. Alright, I think I'm flashing in a Solitude just to start clock them. Just to start clocking them, I should say. Get a clock established. Honk. Oh, I accidentally hit reveal hand. I just flexed on him. I said still had all these, by the way. Another Tef. Plus the Subtlety. Plus the Solitude. Plus a cantrip. Oops. That's fine. Kinda dead to them having any relevant spell here. So hopefully they have none of those. Cryptic Coat's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna try to finish this match before we play the challenge match. Probably gonna have to do a little bit of double queuing here though. No, so the League deck has banned Stoneblade, and the Challenge deck is just straight blue-white Stoneblade. Similar. Very, very similar. One of them was playing like Halfling and Endurance and whatnot. Okay, Cryptic Coat, I see you. Taking out an entire Red and 6. When it starts on Bobble. So end step, I'm going to activate Stoneforge Mystic, retain priority, bounce Cryptic Coat. It's technically the better way of doing it. It's fine. It's a little unfortunate. Ragnarok, thank you for the prime the 5 months. I appreciate it. Pluses. I think you get the card. It's just a Windswept Teeth. Return Cryptic Coat. Yo, CM for President, thanks for the 5 gifties. Free Desert Nomad, Oblivion's Endgame, Ronin, and Hitsuin. Welcome. Appreciate it, CN. Prismatic Ending on top. See if we have another Surveil land in here. My Cryptic Coat. My Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, let's kill Teferi. I could crack and block if they want to, which is fine. I think I'm just gonna bounce Cryptic Coat back and make another thingy. Teferi's gonna go to 2. This one's a Subtlety. Cryptic Coat's kind of grindy. Very surprised they didn't take out the Cryptic Coat with the Leyline Binding in the first place. I feel like that would have been the play. Yes. Ragster. Hate to see it. They went to Seismic Assault this, I wait for them to pay the ward, and I flip it face up, and then they just can't kill it anyways. Surprise Subtlety. Make them have another land in hand. Spend another land here, just to not die. I think I just hold up Subtlety. Because the way they get out of this is like Teferi into something. Maybe land plus creativity. Or hardcast Primeval Titan. These Stoneblade games are grindy. Prismatic command, deal 2 damage, create a treasure token. Have that in creativity. Getting hit by this Ragster, unfortunately. Ouch. I can get Valakut Mountain here. And then just die to Subtlety. I gotta graveyard that. It's not gonna be good enough. I need Teferi plus like Spell Snare back up here. I also need them to proactively tap out. What I really need is just like a removal spell. I almost got out of this game. Almost. Alright. Let's focus on the challenge. Yep, Preordain. This deck's been really struggling to beat Ragavan on 1. It's like the only thing I've had trouble with. So maybe you just need more 1-mana removal spells. Got the full 4 pendings, and then maybe you want to like hell even a Path to Exile. Headphones are dying. Don't die on me, headphones. Yo, Mr. Siri, they gave me the 8 months. Hear me out. A Stoneblade. I think I gotta jam Teferi and hope for the best. Esmo, Embercool, Ulamog, World Spy Worm, Bitter Triumph, Seed of Hope, and I'm dead. Alright, I'm conceding this game. We drew too many lands. I needed them to cast Counterspell, and then me cast Spell Snare, and then hope for the best. Sword, Fire, and Ice. Stern Scolding is probably fine. Tidebinder doesn't do a lot. So you can discard World Spine Worm, Ulamog, and Embercool to trigger roots. That's cute. Mayhaps too cute. Mulligans to 6. Chalice on 1. I guess I should have given that more consideration, because we don't have a ton of 1-drops in this list. But I think our 1-drops are important as well. I think if you're playing that, you might as well play... Are you playing Goryo's? I think you should play Goryo's in this shell. And like cut the World Spine Worm and just play 4 Goryo. Because you could also play like a Troxa instead of Ulamog if you want. I dig it though. I like the idea. I don't think Sanctifier is good enough. I think Sanctifier is like just for scam. I meant to take Sanctifier out of the board completely. I didn't have enough time before the challenge started this morning. I think Sanctifier is a bad card now. This list doesn't have green. The challenge list is just straight blue-white, and then the list that we're playing in the league is Bant. I don't want to mill the Sword of Fire and Ice. I think it's too valuable. So holding up Counterspell. Which means I think I just gotta pass. Could have also let that Ragavan resolve and then just like pending it and then save the Stern Scolding for them dashing a Ragavan later. That was better, I think. Although I have Solitude plus Ephemerate, so I'm not worried too much about this. I'm warming up the idea of like an Esper Stoneblade list with Bowmasters and Thoughtseizes. I think that could be sweet too. These Ephemerates have kind of been dead weight to me. Not a big fan of the Ephemerates. This is awkward. Yeah, this looks a lot better to me. With the Gorios in it. Hey Doric, welcome back for the 23 months. Appreciate it. Stoneforge Mystic? Stoneforge Resolve? Pretty please? I'm actually gonna fight back. That's because if they untap and stick a threat, I have like Solitude Ephemerate anyways. So I think fighting over this is fine. Bye bye Stoneforge. They have free reign to resolve whatever they want. I'm not sure any of it matters all that much. Classic gamer. Self mills Dingo Sanity for 100k channel points, but got you. Be the next deck in the queue. Cryptic Coat. Counterspells the Cryptic Coat, so that's 2 counterspells down from their side. Yeah, these are gonna be grindy games. I was also thinking about Jeskai Stoneblade with like not iteration necessarily, but like Bolt, Ragavan, and maybe even Flame. I don't know about Ragavan. Maybe just like Bolt and Flame with your Snapcasters. Yeah, land would be good for the many Solitudes we have. Let's grab 2 to the top. No, I never tried Teamer Wizards. Force pitching Ledger Shredder. I got it. More EI. I don't want to discard, so I'm just like casting spells and tapping out. Because I can't really leave up Snapcaster Counterspell for anything. I think I just need to drain them of their counterspells eventually. Not gonna Ephemerate this either. Finally hit 5th land. Let's go. Took long enough. I have 6 cards in hand. I have 5 cards in hand. I do get to surveil here. Yeah, I'd play Surveil in this game for sure. I would honestly probably play 2. It's good. Yeah, I've seen his Miracle list. What are you gonna play Sanctifier with? I don't know. It's a good question. Teferi. Teferi sticks. Very surprised that Teferi stuck. I can go Ephemerate Counterspell. Stook. Yeah, the red lands for pending. Sure. Sure. I have 3 cards in hand. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna draw cards. Grant me cards. Alright. They're down to 1 counterspell left or something like that. I think actual factual 1 counterspell. I'm gonna surveil. Kinda want that. Ancestral Recall, your turn. Teferi. I think I jam Cryptic Coat and then I minus on the Cryptic Coat. Pick it back up. Prismatic Ending. I could also just bounce the Prismatic Ending back to my hand. I'm gonna bounce the Prismatic Ending back to my hand. Stonks. This Cryptic Coat drew me 2 cards, technically. Between having a 2/2 and getting an extra card in hand, I think getting an extra card in hand is more valuable at this point. Bye-bye, Tiff. This deck's so grindy. It's the Cryptic Coat inevitability. Bye, Cryptic Coat. Am I supposed to snap Lrien? I think so. Makes for Spell Pierce live, which is fine. Let's have another Snap Lrien coming the next turn. Murktide. 8/8. I wouldn't mind discarding Pending though. Pending not exactly good on this board. I really wonder what they have in hand. Double Murktide. Eat that one before it grows, and then I'm gonna Solitude the other one as well. Crazy. So grindy. We need to catch up on time too. We're behind by like a minute and a half because we're playing that league match. Alright. Jeez. I want Subtlety in the matchup. I think Subtlety might be better than some Prismatic Endings. I don't really like Sanctifier against whatchamacallit, Murktide. Because I think the ways they win the game are just through Murktide usually. Maybe Prismatic Ending's necessary on the draw though. The more I'm thinking about it. Trim like a snap and I don't know. I don't know. Thanks, Beta. I'm gonna keep this hand. Got my Ragavan answer. This guy's 2 to the bottom. What are you gonna do? Bobble me? No, I want to surveil. Sure. I think that's fine. A little sad that I have to do this. That was the risk of keeping the surveil land on top, was being just like cold to Spell Pierce. I just kept the land on top. You can hit my land. Snap Consider. Snap Consider is better than Snap Preordain. think Fragmentize should just be pick your poison. This is a 2-color deck. It's like not even 2-color in quotes, it's just a 2-color deck. Like, this is just for Prismatic Ending. Please don't work, Ted, man. I don't think pick your poison's good enough to want to splash for, you know? Pick your poison's fine. I don't think it's that good, though. In the Bant one, I agree. But I don't think the Bant one's as good so far. No counterspell, please. Maybe I'm just supposed to consider here. Like, look for Teferi. I don't know. I'm falling behind. This doesn't stick, then I'm dead. Sticks. We're back in the game. Maybe. If pick your poison was an instant, then it's probably worth splashing. It being a sorcery makes me not want to splash it. Stoneforge for your Cryptic Coat. Actually, it's probably Sword of Fire and Ice. Ooh, this is actually a game-changing decision here. Cryptic Coat or Sword of Fire and Ice? I'm not going to play into Spell Pierce either. I don't know, I'm worried about them having multiple removal spells here. This Ledger Shredder's going to be an issue. I don't know, they haven't used very many removal spells, which is why I got the coat instead of the sword. Because there's a chance they just had, like, Bolt Heat in hand, and then, you know, Sword of Fire and Ice doesn't do anything until I draw another threat. That was very close, though. Could see either way. Now we gotta dig for Solitude. With the Cryptic Coat. Oh, Solitude. I think they might have Cast in the Fire. I don't want to play any Cast in the Fire. Do I flip this? If I flip it, it costs me 5. Might have a heat here. Heat Bolt. I still think they have Cast in the Fire in hand. So I'm gonna play this slow. Ephemerate. Good draw. Exile Snow Covered Island attacks me for 1 probably. Yeah, we'll take it to tier 1. Yeah, you can Ephemerate in response. That's why I'm doing it this way, because if they cast in the fire the Cryptic Coat, I can Ephemerate and pick up Kaldra. Or Sword of Fire and Ice. Snappy. Hmm. Where's the negation? Stoneforge Mystic. I go to 4. I let him connive. I'm risking it for the biscuit. I'm dead to Lightning Bolt. Such a vibe card. Okay, kill me. I had Cast in the Fire. And go to 2. So I need to hit Subtlety. Off of the Cryptic Coat. We hit Subtlety. We fucking hit Subtlety. No, flipping it face up doesn't trigger an ETB. What are the chances? Spike said to hurry it up. Can he see how sick this game is? We fucking won! Holy shit! Yeah, I can't keep this. Can keep this. Put back Kaldra. Leyline of the Zigguiled Pact. Ragster. So Zoo, not Rhinos. I guess that would have told me if I looked at the Giganta, huh? No Tef. It's gonna untap and play Stoneforge Mystic, I think. They have Scion, I'll lose. Scion, very hard to beat. Maybe just Kavu. Second Ragster. Yeah, this list has been a lot of fun to play. I don't know how good it is, though. Let's also check what creature we hit. Tidebinder. I think this deck has, like, a lot of room for tuning. And I did not do a very good job when I entered 5 minutes before the challenge. I've not been able to leverage these counter spells. I'm playing 3 Surveillance. Playing 2 blue, white, and 1 off color for Prismatic Ending. I woke up in my thinking genes a little bit. I have to counterspell a Wild and Cuddle. What a sad time. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of can't beat that. Tough. They're the same genes. Don't tell anybody. I'll take Dismember, Subtlety. Spell Pierce out. Stern Scolding, I guess, is fine as a 1 of. Nah, I don't even think I want it. That seems too narrow to me. Well, it hits Nicodle too. Is Sanctifier good in the matchup? I mean, I guess it's fine when they have Leyline, but it's bad when they have Leyline plus Draco. They take Fragmentize for the Leyline, but it's also pretty narrow because it only hits the Leyline, does not hit Scion of Draco. I wish I had more Tidebinders in this list. I also just wish this was like Wear Tear most of the time. I agree on the principle that, like, Fragmentize is not good, right? I'm gonna go down to Cryptic Coat in the matchup too. Up a Sword of Fire and Ice. Played with Subtlety for the first time ever yesterday. Subtlety does kind of suck in the non-Cascade decks, but it's kind of necessary to a degree. It's good against Titan and Yawgmoth mostly, and Zoo. That's why I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm mulliganing to 6. The power of Subtlety comes from when you get to hardcast it. If you have to pitch it, it's not very good. If you get to hardcast it, it's pretty good. Cloak's insane. Cloak is way better than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna Surveil here for sure. I'll keep another Surveil land on top. Kind of happy with like Stoneforge Mystic. 4th land's fine too. Kavu. Endingo. Hopefully nothing too scary this turn from them. Gonna have to let that go and hopefully top deck a white card. I guess that's not bad either. Let's be hardcast Solitude. So I'm gonna Subtlety their next play, untap Solitude. Pray that's good enough. I'm taking 5 to the mouth, down to 12. Fetch for basic island, down to 11. Solitude. Gonna be a close game. Letting them get some card selection here does not feel great. This card's Leyline. Big Draco. Meet Big Subtlety. Yeah, being able to dodge stubs decent. Put Scion on the bottom. And they fetched, and they're gonna play a Nakatl. Or Ragster, maybe. I just go to combat. I need to Solitude the Kavu. They might have Reprieve. If they have Reprieve, I'm in so much trouble. Please don't be Reprieve. What the fuck is this? Artifacts and creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities. What is this? What the fuck is this? Spike. What the fuck is this, Spike? Is this your doing? Hold on. Thank you for the raid. What is this? Ah, so blown out. Okay. Alright. Wow. Wow. This is how we lose. To a 1/2 flyer. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna leave the 1/2 flyer around. I can't take 5. Yeah, well, you're able to hardcast the Kaldra, and then we don't get our living weapon trigger because it's an artifact. I am enjoying Modern again. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff that's happening in the format, like this thing. So it's been fun to play. Pretty sure living weapons in ETB. It's a trigger. Okay. Well, I can pending Nakatl leave up subtlety. And then just jump in front of this thing. And then I've Solitude up the next turn. I could have spent 2 mana depending this and then take the 3 from the Nakatl, but then I'm dead to Tribal Flames. Doorkeeper Thrall. Christ. Never in my life. Vanilla 3/3 flyer. What's up? Don't bolt me. Block. An ambush. Pick your poison. I remember you, buddy. What's happening? This is one of the worst games of Magic I've ever played. Yeah, nice sorcery, pick your poison. We might be back in this game. They only have 2 cards in hand, and I think one of them is probably a Leyline Binding. The other one might be Tribal Flames. Neoshiba Brawler. I got a Solitude now before they have another Thrall. We're being blessed a little bit. Okay, I was right about the Leyline Binding. I have one card in hand. Dismember. Top the Tidebinder, pass the turn. Good against Kavu. I'm just gonna play it. I don't think they have a 4-drop, but it's gonna put them a little bit further behind against buying Giganta and then casting Giganta. Ooh, Sea Spell. A blue Stone Rain. Go. Punchworthy, thank you for the follow. Gummy Worms, thank you for the follow as well. Tribal Flames. Tidebinder. That's fine. That is very fine. As long as it's not my face. Cauldron incoming. Yeah, we got the Spike Raid. Big Spike Raid. They had to cast whatever 4-drop they wanted to cast, which I'm not even sure if they had a 4-drop to cast. Oh, they're going to cast Leyline? Is that what it is? Oh, they are going to cast Leyline. The first two matchups, Murktide was the second, and I don't remember what the first was. Living End, that's right. We dumpstered Living End. That match was not close. Scion top deck? No, don't say it. Giganta's beatable. Stoneforge Mystic, Cryptic Coat, Counterspell. I don't even need to Dismember. Oh, I have a Sophie. That's just lethal, right? Forgot I boarded in the Sophie. Giganta's red anyways, but kind of funny that even if this wasn't a red card, they'd still die to it. How do we win that game? I felt like I was dying the entire game. Which brings us back to the question, I think we want Sanctifier on the draw. Honestly, I think Counterspell's not that good. You beat their 1-2 flyer. Okay, well, when you put it that way, it sounds pathetic. But yeah, you're right, I did beat their 1-2 flyer. I don't think I want Teferi on the draw. I think Teferi's going to be too slow and clunky. Although it's one of my best answers to Leyline. This list originally had Reprieve, and then I cut the Reprieves and played Counterspell because I hate Reprieve so much. I think Reprieve sucks. That's not what's working. Top deck Dismember. Ouch, ouch. Most painful Dismember. I'll grab Kaldra. Don't sigh on this turn. Or kill me. I would love to draw Solitude. Tribal Flames on my Stoneforge Mystic. Well, this is really sad. Playing Sanctifier is going to remove my Dismember from the graveyard, which means I can't go snap Dismember. Plus the Sanctifier just sucks here. Oh, boarding Sanctifier was bait. I really wanted to cut the Sanctifiers from the board anyways. Maybe I shouldn't have played Sanctifier, because now Solitude's not a good draw. I guess it's still a fine draw. Bringing in Sanctifier was a throw. I don't think Sanctifier is good, period, right now. Yeah, we're dead, right? I can double block. Go to 1. No, I'm still dead, right? I get trampled over for 1. Alright. Sanctifier sucks. I can definitely keep this hand. A little soft for Ragavan, but I think that's okay. Zibzab. The bee-buzz. Is Lion Sash the only good white equipment, chat? I was thinking of getting an equipment that like pitches to Solitude. Because Cryptic Coat pitches to Subtlety, which is really cool. I don't know if Lion Sash is worth playing. Maybe in a World of Yogg it is. Pretty good against Soul Cauldron. Skyclave Mace. Ooh, right. It gives like 2/2 flying vigilance. Maul the Skyclaves. Yeah, I think Lion Sash sucks, but I also think Maul kind of sucks. Maybe the Assassin's Creed set will get a white equipment. Or Modern Horizons 3. Please give me Hidden Blade. Teferi. I think I just pass. This is actually a really tough spot. I think I need to hold up Tidebinder though. And I can like Violent Kaldra. If I Solitude Ravager now, it's not bad for me. It means the boss will be a 3/3, but that's okay. Maybe I'm supposed to Solitude Ravager now. Chat, what do you think I do here? This is actually super interesting. I think I'm on Team Solitude the Ravager. I feel like it's going to be an issue if I let them untap with it. But the problem with this is that if they have another Ravager or if they have a Soul Cauldron, I could Tidebinder the Soul Cauldron. A second Ravager is a problem though. I should just win Gen, you're right. Ace. I don't think I want a Cauldron now. I think I still want to be defensive with it. So I might just stick a Cryptic Coat into play instead. And just like get in the unblockable damage. I don't think they know about Kaldra technically. Because they just saw that I got a Cryptic Coat. Because I'm pretty sure Kaldra was in my opening hand. So I might catch him by surprise. I guess the issue then becomes, can I really beat this Ink Moth Nexus? If I do block Zabaz with Ravager, or Zabaz with Kaldra. That I don't know either. 1, 2, Ballista. Yes. Putting Kaldra into play. Gave it flying, that's fine. Take 3. Now they can't pop it and move the counters over to Ballista, which means they can't kill my Stoneforge Mystic right now. Okay, Rakdos Lutri lost game 1 to mono white humans. Tragic. Bennett. Well, opponent said BRB, so I guess we're gonna put the energy back on. I'm like semi-invested in this match. I need to see what Steven's cooking. Can you beat Athalia? I think I saw Scorch the Tower in hand. I think I am attacking with this Kaldra though. Alright. On its back. I feel like Scales is going to be tough for us. Solitude Ephemerate's obviously very powerful here. But if we didn't open it, which we didn't, might be kind of tricky. I guess the good news is they don't have a super fast clock right now. Not until they find another Ravager. That's going to get Tidebindered. For sure. Can't let them have Ravager. It's going to be so messed up if they just pass the turn. We're thinking about Fable and Modern right now. Fable's okay, but Fable's not very good against the Cascade decks. And if Cascade decks are like the majority of the meta right now, it gets significantly worse, right? Wow, they didn't need Ravager. I'm very surprised. We're going to stifle this nonetheless. But it just means they can pop Zabaz, move the counters over to Ballista, ping this, and then they can unlock this, eat Ravager, and probably kill me. Like, Fable's also not good against Titan. It just doesn't do anything. You're like, alright, turn 3 Fable, and they're like, ring, Titan, kill you. It's like, okay, well, glad I played this Fable. That lets me play double Cryptic Coat. I think I'm playing double Cryptic Coat and crossing my fingers. It was a Solitude. Sean, thank you for the tier 1. Welcome back for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Hangerback Walker. I think I'm dead to that. Pop Zabaz, move the counters over to Ballista. 1, 2. Ping the Tidebinder to death. Eat the Ravager. Ravager, eat the Hangerback Walker. Eat the token, eat the token, eat the Springleaf Drum, eat the Welding Jar. Ping my dude. No, they can't ping the dudes though. I might just be dead to that. I think that might be 11 damage. No cat ears today? Sorry, my bad. That's because my posture's really terrible. Solitude, Solitude. I think I have to send it with like everything and just flip one of these. Alright. Here's my everything. What did it cost? Everything. Steven's looking good in this game too. I think I should have lost this game. I just don't think my opponent saw the line of Zabaz, pop Zabaz, put it on Ballista, 2 pings on Tidebinder, eat Ravager, eat Hangerback Walker. Hangerback Walker, eat Springleaf Drum, eat Welding Jar. Walking Ballista, eat Hangerback Walker. 8 counters here. +2. I was dead. Because they sacked the Soul Cauldron for the 11th counter. I was actually dead on board. I don't think my opponent saw the line PhD demonstration in math. Hopefully they come back and watch the stream later. That way they can see the line. Yeah, I guess. I mean, shouldn't have been alive. I don't think Teferi's that good against scales. I think it's too slow. Counterspell seems kind of bad too. Maybe I cut 1 Counterspell, 1 Snappy. But Snap Fragmentize will probably be relevant. Yeah, I have enough time to change the sideboard. I should have been playing Wire Tear instead. But I woke up too late. I registered in this challenge with 1 second left. Soul Cauldron. I think I'm just surveilling. There's 2 different builds of Stoneblade going on right now. There's a Bant one that we're playing in a league, and then there's this blue-white one that we're playing here. Which is just straight blue-white, no splash. I guess all of my sorcery speed interaction. No Cosmic Rebirth. It has like... There was a build with Goyf that I wanted to try, but that's not the one that we're playing in a league right now. It's got Halfling and Nissa. I took out the Spell Pierce. Alright. That's fine. Follow up Ballista. I could draw Stern Scolding. Snap Fragmentize. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it on top. I'm gonna get a Surveil land, and then probably a Plains here. Go Fragmentize your Urza Saga. Pending the Ozolith. Spell Snare. I should actually keep Spell Snare on top. It's good here. Fragmentize, pending. And then they're going to play a 2-drop most likely, which is going to get Spell Snared. And then I can 4-mana pending Patchy. Leave him with 2 cards in hand. Inky. Spell Snare, insane. It's all coming together. We just gotta survive. 6, 7. So I'm at a virtual 7 right now. I would love to pay the ward. So I'm taking another hit from this. They're probably gonna Pendlehaven it. They're probably gonna animate Ink Moth, and then hit me for another 3. Put me to 5, which is really 4. It's gonna be a close game. My sorcery speed interaction does not line up very well against this. I wish I had Path to Exile here, as much as I hate to admit it. This is so sad. Gonna die to this. 1 point for Spike. Stoneblade's good so far. I don't think this is anywhere near the optimal build, but I think it's got a lot of potential. What am I hoping to draw here? Usually, honestly, I think it's just Solitude. Pretty sure that's like my only out here. Can I consider it anything? Nah, I'm dead. I guess I can consider into Solitude. Yeah, I should have considered into Solitude. That's my only out. I conceded that a little bit too early. Counterspell doesn't seem very good against them. Maybe it's better on the play. I think we're running back. Maybe I want the Dismember. Dismember definitely comes at a real cost, though. Maybe I want Subtlety over Counterspell. But I also need a way of dealing with Soul Cauldron. I guess I have 2 Pithing Needles. I'm gonna try something crazy. I kind of feel Counterspell's bad in the Scales matchup. Usually get behind on board Urza Saga and Patchy. That maybe I just want more interaction or like free spells. The match is over, so I have to imagine Steven lost. I didn't catch the end of it. I think Snap's too important. We have like... Now we have a lot of spells, right? We got 14. And Fragmentize is like the best card in the matchup. So I want to be able to go Snap Fragmentize. You're never really going Snap Lrien, so I don't really count it. I was thinking about the Dismember, and it seems okay in concept. -1 Snap, +1 Tidebinder, -1 Stern Scolding, +1 Ephemerate. Actually, I think Stern Scolding's really good right now. I don't mind the Stern Scolding. Maybe the Spell Snare comes out, though. Okay, my opponent cheated, so I'm probably going to have to go Subtlety Ephemerate here. One of the rare times you get to do that. I'll probably get Spell Snare first. Chalice. Drum. Just gonna surveil here, not gonna use my Consider. Take a Pithing Needle. Get rid of the Scales, say go. Yeah, no, Wear Tear's better. And I'm gonna adjust the mana base so that way you get like a couple of red sources instead of just the one. You can cut the Watery Grave and play a blue-red Surveil land and a blue-red Chalk land. I don't think Get Lost is too bad. It has its moments. Obviously a lot better in Pioneer. I don't even know if it's like super relevant against Scam. So Opponent stepped away for a second here. Once again, not going to use the Consider. I want to keep my blue card count high, so I'm just going to use another Surveil land. I'll be happy with a land drop here. I actually think I'm going to bin this Stoneforge Mystic. Nah, I'm going to keep it on top. I'm going to consider for a land drop. Then I think I'm going to Needle Soul Cauldron. No, I'll wait on the Needle. Do I really want my Subtlety Ephemerate value? I think I can just jam the Stoneforge Mystic. If I have the Subtlety, I'll Subtlety, but I'm going to try to avoid casting Subtlety here. Cryptic Coat. It's probably the take here, just so I can pitch it to Subtlety if I need to. The Spell Snare is going to be very valuable. Pretty much all of their spells are 2-drops. All the important ones anyways. So I might want to Pithing Needle Urza Saga if they play an Urza Saga here. Ravager. Yeah, I think that's okay. Ravager and Ballista. I think that's okay as well. Now if I Needle Ravager, see what happens here. Yeah, I think I name Ravager. Just pass. Yeah, you can activate Stoneforge and then Ephemerate it with the trigger on the stack and put it in the Kaldra. Which is what I was thinking about also. I think Needling Ravager is good too. I think I'm down to trade this with the Cryptic Coat. I think that's totally fine if they want to spend their entire turn pumping Walking Ballista. That's A-okay with me. The onboard trick. Super deal. Trade Ballista for Fragment, or Ballista for half a Cryptic Coat. Sure. Go. I think we're pulling ahead. I can't let you do that. Second Soul Cauldron. There's only a Ballista in the graveyard right now. Could put a Cauldron into play. Ravager's still needled. I think I'm just gonna pick up Cryptic Coat. But I could totally put a Cauldron into play here. I think I'm just gonna wait for like Subtlety Ephemerate. Seachrome Coast. Hey David. Ravager can die to Ballista building next turn though. No, they still can't activate Ballista. Because it's still part of the Ravager text. Yo Petros, thank you for the 11 months and the Prime. I didn't bring in Sophie. Otherwise, yeah, that'd be a good line. Subtlety. I would like to serve you the tea. This one copy of Ephemerate has been like pretty damn good. So I think you do want like 2 copies of Ephemerate. I think that's a good call. Still needled. Oof. Eat. Banger of a draw. Besiju, you think? Man, you're right. They did have Besiju. I think this is still okay for me. So they're gonna play Hanger Backwalker for like 2 probably. Yeah, I can bounce Cauldron or I can bounce Ravager. It's gonna take the 2. Yeah, I could have gotten Cauldron here. But I was gonna untap and get Cauldron for the win. One, 2, 3, Teferi bounce. And then, so we go Teferi bounce either Cauldron or Ravager. Let's say we bounce Soul Cauldron. I let that go, or they try to kill Stoneforge. In response, I go activate Stoneforge, Ephemerate Stoneforge. Okay, put Cauldron to play. Excellent. Keep on keeping on. 2-0 in a league, 3-1 in the challenge, 5-0'd yesterday. So that puts us at 10-1 with Stoneblade deck so far. Alright, won the Coffers match. Now we gotta play 2 games of Magic at once. This is also Coffers. The green splash is for Halfling and for Nissa. Neither of which have I been particularly impressed by. Everybody's playing Coffers. Everybody's a Coffer. Shadow of Doubt. Bet. For sure. Nah, you right, fam. Opponent's so real for that. Alright, I need him not to have one of their 4-drop payoffs. They have like Shield's Edict, that's fine. Oh. I'm in danger. Guess we're jamming another Cryptic Coat. Attacking doesn't do anything because they have protection, so we'll just pass. Yep, clock. I don't know if this can be considered clock. Oh, yep, cloak, sorry. Yep, cloak. That I agree with. Hard cast troll. Mm-hmm. I sacrifice Counterspell, so that way I can go Snapcaster Counterspell on something. Maybe. Is there a way I just pick up Cloak and replay Cloak? Yeah, I actually think I'm supposed to do that. Just like not great. I think my best way of winning this game is just like accidentally winning this game. Field Druid, and I'll concede that. And I get to concede my other match as well. Yeah, I don't think this deck's very good against coffers. Unfortunately. Hard to be good against everything, though. Yeah, I think that was our best way of winning the game, was just like accidentally winning. I got Karned in the other match. Karned and destroyed. What do I want to take out here? I can consider cutting Consider, because they are a Bowmaster deck. Solitude's pretty slow, though. Yeah, I can see Solitude coming out completely. I kind of think maybe it was like 3 Solitudes out because of Shield Druid. I think if you're playing Snapcaster in a deck with Counterspell, then you want to be on Consider. Because Snap Preordain is just so clunky while you're trying to hold up mana. My opponent's mulliganing to 5. Think I want that Subtlety? I Sanctifier. I kind of regret not registering the full 4 Surveil lands. Just think they're so good. Put it on top. I think they have Bowmaster, so I don't want to play Teferi into Bowmaster necessarily. I could just like Subtlety it. But Subtlety Ephemerate seems fine too. Yeah, you can flip up Dryad Arbor for free. Cool with 4th land too. They did not have Bowmasters. They summon a Spell Pierce. Stern Scolding was a great pickup too. So now I get to go Snap Spell Pierce. And then pick up Snapcaster post combat. Snap Spell Pierce. Makes you feel alive. Cryptic Coat. Yeah, I think I'm just jamming the Cryptic Coat. Leaving up Ephemerate or Subtlety or Stern Scolding. Whatever I need to. Yeah, I actually don't have an answer to that. The answer's Tidebinder, which I tapped out of. think I will Tidebinder it though. When they go to draw 2 cards. I'm actually running out of basics too. Puts it on the bottom. Interesting. I'm gonna say no. Sort of Feast and Famine. Yes. Yeah, blue-white scam pog. Yes, I would love that one. Tries not to die, dies a lot. You can ephemerate your disguised land, and then you can flip it and have it come in as a land, and then shock it in, and then have 2 mana up instead of 1 mana. Kinda cool. Excuse me, kinda cool. I'm gonna submit and use the restroom. I think it's keepable. I'm gonna keep it. I believe the instants and sorceries do in fact go to the graveyard. But permanents like Teferi, artifacts, enchantments, etc. come into play under your control. At least that's my understanding of how it works. Yeah, only the permanents stay in play. Everything else bites the dust. We're looking to keep on top here. I guess it considers fine. Man, Bowmasters. Clings the Thoughtseize. I think it's like a prime opportunity to tap out for Stoneforge Mystic. I'm gonna get Sword of Feast and Famine. This is before they have all their killer 4-drops. Why don't we cloak an Emrakul? That's the deck's plan. Cloak Emrakul Ephemerate. I think I just play the coat here. Maybe I'm supposed to leave a counterspell, but they missed 3rd land drop until they drew off the Shadow of Doubt, so I'm not too worried about it. Soon, my Scalding Tarn, soon you will have a Sword of Feast and Famine on you. I'm going to cast Consider while they're tapped out of Bowmaster. And keep Spell Pierce on top. I don't mind a Spell Pierce here. I want to bounce Cryptic Coat to my hand. Nah, I don't think so. I think I valued extra damage. Soon, when I get to go like Sword of Feast and Famine onto this, it'll be a lot better. Would you like to pay the ward? Very good. Spell Pierce. You're gonna need to tap out for something soon here. Alright, Dingo needs to land off the top. Big land, big money. When it's tilting off the face of the planet. Yeah, they're tilting in chat. They said shitty ass draws. Insta concede. I bet. Womp womp. 4-1. Close game. Omnath was uncounterable. Because of Halfling. Yeah, Cloak's really good. Much to my surprise. Blue, white, and Kahira. That's not scam. Surveillance are very good as well. Very, very good. This might be the mirror. Excuse me. Just voice cracked. Wow. Haven't done that in forever. This might be the mirror. Nah, they're playing Kahira, so they're not playing Stoneforge. Probably just control. Maybe the Miracles deck. Possible as well. We're stuck on 2. With no counterspell mana. Stoneforge. Stoneforge. Ooh. We're getting all cloaked up. Kind of sad that the fairy sticks here. This sucks. I can't even do the Ephemerate trick with Stoneforge. What do they do here? Their mana's still really bad though. Let's just put Coat in the play and pass. I'll take another Stoneforge, that's fine. Put Cryptic Coat in the play and then pick it back up. Seems fine. Yeah, this deck's a scam deck, technically. Blown out. How sad do you think they are about that? Oh wow, the turntables. Got him again. Got him again. His opponent's just not happy. Bonk. No, they're not salting off, but I imagine they're just not happy. I would not be happy if all of this happened to me. Managed to tune Snapcaster Counterspell. They said no more. I'm fucking done. This is BS. No more bully. They're like, I'm tired, dingo. I can't handle this anymore. Do you feel good? Do you feel good about what you've done? I want to cut chat. Pending deals with Tef, but not very efficiently, right? Could cut like 2 Solitudes, bring in, or maybe 3 Solitudes. I also don't think Kaldra's that good here. Let's do that and see how it works out. Sure. Hand's decent. Sorry, I'm finishing up this other match also. Many queues. Many queues. Put a second Stoneforge Mystic on top, that's fine. Yeah, maybe Gaminachi. That'd be sweet. Halfling. I think I'm just jamming Stoneforge here. I'm gonna go pick up a coat. It's cold outside, chat. Don't forget your coat. I have 5 minutes left in this 4-color match. Yo, Oust? Stern Scolding, understandable. Here's some grindy matches. Omnath. See if we can hit Subtlety. I think I still got a Tef bounce this, unfortunately. Or I could just hold up Tidebinder and wait for like the first trigger. Consider's not bad. Oh, they don't have land drop? That's exciting. Love a Solitude here. Sorry, I got 3 minutes left. Trying to balance these two matches has been a nightmare. I think I gotta kill this thing. I'm just passing. With Tidebinder / Snap Consider. Snap Consider it is. Snap Lrien Revealed. Ah, you had so much time. Pending the Snapcaster. More decisions to be made. Here's Jam Stoneforge plus Coat. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm still finishing up this other game. Requires a lot of concentration between the two. They pinged me with Ren and 6 while I'm at 32. Giga Chad. Okay. Binding. This game I can have 6. 1 ring. Ward taking out the token. I think I'm just like probably picking up this coat. That's interesting. Chad, what do you think I do here? I have a lot of options. I could just pending this Teferi. No, I can't pending the Teferi. I'm short of color. Can't pending that. I think I'm just passing here. Oh, no, I should consider for a land. So I should have done to begin with. Okay, we'll pass. I had no reason to go main phase. Okay, I'm actually gonna put that on top. I'm gonna attempt to attack the fairy, see if I can bait something out here. Supreme Verdict. I'm juggling too many games. Too many games of Magic. Why did I do this to myself? Teferi pass. $25 seconds in the other game. And I'm about to hard cast Kaldra. I don't know if that's gonna win me the game or not. I just drew off a ring, so it seems kind of likely it might. I have 9 seconds left. 6 seconds left. 4. My opponent's at 1. They have 15 seconds. My opponent timed out. 0 seconds to 4 seconds. All right. All right, now I can focus on this game. Now I'm gonna time out in this game. The problem with Tishana for rings that they just get to untap it anyways. I probably have to win game 3 here. Unless I'm very lucky. Now we gotta play hyperspeed. Scoop game 3. Possible. I might be for the best, just like scoop game 3. Imagine I'm gonna be able to grind this out. I should have Tidebindered that ring trigger also. Okay, I'll concede to that. Let's go game 3, and then just try to win game 3 in time. Throwing Jally for the 3-1. It's fine. We'll win both. Go. That's good. I'm gonna get Thundering Falls. I might want another Teferi. I want to tide that fetch so badly. So many fetches to choose from. Hitting 5 lands was kind of crucial here. No, I'm not gonna tide fetches. I'm probably just gonna like snap consider. Snap consider. Well, I got a counterspell out of them. Not a good thing to -2. That's fine. I think that's also fine. I have to untap stick Cryptic Coat, probably. Yeah, let's see what happens. All I did was buy Kahira. There's Sword of Fire and Ice under there. It's gonna be a close game. One way or another. Kaldra Smush. Smush Teferi, which said Young Dingo. deck them. Might have Solitude here. Or Binding. Or Pending. They gotta bounce the token now, right? Minus on nothing. Bold. Brave. Or did they minus Binding? They did minus Binding. This is so much harder on a laptop too. Maybe I'm supposed to Needle Ring. Kahira. I think I can chill for a little bit here. I don't think I need a Needle Ring immediately. I think it's to untap it and then draw more. There's Cryptic Coat fine here. Teferi. I think I did that wrong. I should have let them draw one card. Instead of two. I just like have to play fast. It's tough. Trying our best. Got rid of the needle. Verdict. We're probably gonna lose this game, if I had to guess. Snipe, thank you. Sorry, give me a sec. Need to focus. You had one more to go. Just one more. It's a shame. Backup ring, yeah, that's definitely gonna kill me. Okay, go. I mean, if I had to guess, I'm just gonna die to ring loops. Doesn't even matter if they have 13 cards in deck. They just have to answer my one thing. One pending, one binding does it. One solitude does it. Yeah, maybe they just concede. It's a good out. One short of playing this and equipping Kaldra on the same turn. I think we have been defeated. We have been defeated. Ring, pretty good card. That's just off of like initial glance though. Pass. Snappy seems bad if you're not playing Bull or Flame. Snappy really needs a payoff, otherwise he just kind of sucks. Last seen playing Twiddlestorm, huh? Crazy. I wonder if they're still playing Twiddlestorm. Who needs cantrips when you have mad drawing skills? Just makes me think if I want to play a Batterskull. Batterskull seems like fine to get off of Ring and like gain life and whatnot. Probably worth considering. I'll probably play it in the sideboard. I'm just making this play because I think they're Twiddlestorm. They might also kill me here. Shadow Spear might be fine. Shadow Spear on Cryptic Coat seems decent. Alright, no Lotus Field. That's true, it also turns off Scion Hexproof. So it gives you another out to that. Interesting. Spell Pierce you. And step. Flashing Kaldra. Untap. Surveil. Kind of want to land on top. No snappy. Hit him for 6. So they're on a 2-turn clock now. That's really rough for them. I'm being twiddled. I'm gonna put the Cryptic Coat in. Yeah, they're on Twiddle Ring, so they're just like looking for a Lotus Field at this point, probably. Three Snappy's lethal. I don't think I want to lethal them right now. Kind of risky. Because they could just tap my stuff down and have it be not lethal. Sure. That's the turn. think I'm gonna snap consider. As long as I'm at their end step, I don't believe there's anything they can do with their current build, but I don't know if the builds of this deck have changed. The only thing they can do is like tap my stuff down, which is fine. Echoing Truth. Okay. I definitely didn't play around Echoing Truth. Oh no, opponent. Oh no, it's got Ward 2. Uh-oh. Somebody didn't read Cryptic Coat. Okay, Stern Scolding, get out of my deck. I need Fragmentize because they're going to bring in Defense Grid. Prismatic Ending, I guess, is also fine for Defense Grid. Solitude doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I could bring Chalice on one in. It's a good idea. Maybe Feast and Famine is actually better. They want Feast and Famine. Start chipping away at their hand. Oh yeah, need Needle for ring for sure. They can't tap the guy with Sophie. Yeah, that's a fair argument. I don't know. They're both not good, so it's tough. Tough to know. I don't think I want Teferi either. Like Ephemerate and Teferi seem bad. I'm gonna take both. Cut all the Tefs. Because their reactionary stuff is just slamming at defense grid. If the builds are still the same as I think they are. They don't have like counter spells of their own to fight over. I'm just gonna consider here. I might cycle Lrien. But I think I need to consider for some pressure. Like a Stoneforge Mystic. I expect them to slam defense grid here. Well, that's the Stoneforge Mystic I asked for. I think Archmage's Charm's too clunky. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Kaldra here, I think. It's close. Maybe I want Sword of Feast and Famine. They could also just kill me here. I imagine they're just gonna play Ring. They could have generated +1 mana. If they untapped the land while the sacrifice triggers on the stack, they could have floated an additional mana. They should be at 4 mana right now and able to cast Ring. I don't think they saw the line. We'll name the One Ring. We'll pass the turn. But I'm just gonna cycle Lrien and hold up Spell Snare probably. If they don't cast anything Spell Snareable, I could put Kaldra into play. That's fine. Wish time? Underworld Breach down. Sylvan Scrying grab Boseiju, maybe? They can like stick Ring and then Boseiju Needle. Close game. Grabbed an Otawara. think I'm just passing. So they want to Oda War the Kaldra, so I think I'm just gonna go snap, consider, probably. Depends on what else they cast this turn. If they're just gonna pass with Oda War up. There's a lot of Prismatic Endings that I wish weren't in my hand. Prismatic Ending is so mediocre nowadays. I feel like it got a lot worse. It used to be good once upon a time. It's time for instant speed pending. The meta shift has been so fast. Remember when pending used to be insane? It was not that long ago. Back in my day, pending was actually good. Okay, Grandpa. Go back to sleep. You whippersnappers will never understand. It didn't matter that it was sorcery speed. You got to exile a Ren in 6 with it. It was the best card. You could try playing Leyline Binding. I don't know if Leyline Binding is all that good at the moment. Definitely an option. It exiled Thalia at parity. It was insane. Odawara. I think they might have a ring as their last card. I'm not sure though. Spell Pierce. I think they might have Sadness as their last card. Thundering Falls. Opt. 5, 6. I'm looking for Counterspell, I think. It's not bad. That's Snap, Spell Pierce, or Spell Snare. 1 ring. Nope. Five and 2. Not too shabby. GG's. Top 16. Their deck really struggles against Counterspell. Like, really badly.
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.